You went through a heck of a beating in this movie, and I'm curious, what kind of waiver did you have to sign, man? You went through a lot.
It was one of the most difficult. It was probably the most physically, certainly difficult film I've ever had to do. We were on location in Morocco for, God, what, 4.5 months, and the pace in the way Ridley Scott shoots his films is like unbearable at times. It really is. I mean, he'll move from one action sequence to another in lightning fast speed, and you have to be prepared, know your lines, know your Arabic, know what stunts you're going to do, and I mean on one side, it's extremely exhausting, but on the same side of the token, it's exhilarating as an actor because you really rely on your instincts and you just have to bring it.
Did you get hurt at all? With the dogs biting you, with the finger?
I actually didn't have any large physical or lasting physical injuries. I mean, on set, I got sick for like 3 days after we did this really extensive sequence in which I'm captured by the enemy. And that was really rough. But that was just sort of a mental, physical, exhaustion kind of a thing, but no major injuries.
Was it the dust particles that really got you? Or
people keep saying, was it the dust particles?
I think I read that on IndianaTimes.com.
Everyone talks about some horrible injury that people have had from was, you had a real problem with dust on this film, didn't you? I feel terrible.
All right, so let's discuss this. You find out you're going to be a CIA operative. You jump on board with the film. What is the first thing you do then?
Start to learn about the CIA.
Did you know anything?
Brush up on foreign affairs. Start to, develop an opinion about how you think the script what direction the script should take. And I think we were very clear in the beginning of this movie that this movie didn't have a political viewpoint. It sort of tried to be as realistic as it possibly could and rely on the fact that we knew we had this great espionage thriller element between 3 characters that dealt with misinformation and disinformation, and no one knew who to trust, and everyone's tricking each other. We knew that the audience would be entertained by that, but we also knew that it had these very topical, pertinent issues about the world we lived in, but we didn't want to take a political viewpoint. We wanted to just be as realistic and hardcore as we possibly could and take into account all the writer's stories of information that he got from the Middle East and all the research that he did. And we just tried to make the best film that we possibly could, that hopefully when people see it, they will have some sort of different outlook on the world we live in, but not sort of tell them what to think.
You also went through a lot of disguises. You were rocking the beard, you had the mustache, highlights, my personal favorite. Mm-hmm. I was wondering, would you go to that extent to maybe dodge the paparazzi here in L.A., just to get away from camera angle?
That's why I'm good nowadays at avoiding the paparazzi, because I have CIA operatives working with me 24 hours a day. Yeah.
Is that
That's what they don't know. That's what they don't know. These paparazzi. They think they got me, but I know all about them.
That's what you took away from this.
Yeah. A lot of friends I developed on this movie.
It's funny.
A lot of friends.
The last time we spoke, you said you had multiple SUVs following you, i.e. the paparazzi, wherever you went. How is that working out for you? Are you getting better with handling it?
No, I'll never be used to it. You can never, ever be used to weird people, attacking you with flashbulbs at any given moment. Right. You never can. And there is something fundamentally wrong about trying to pull out from a restaurant at night and having, 30 people flashing